Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into Pursuit Attractions and Hospitality's latest 10Q filing. I promise it'll be more thrilling than a roller coaster stuck at the top because we will talk about what the numbers mean. We will reveal Pursuit's real financial standing and how it's betting on unforgettable travel experiences after selling off a major part of its business. If you like our content, subscribe and join our Discord community. The link is in the description. This report covers the first 3 months of 2025. Keep in mind, Pursuit just changed its name, symbol, and completely refocused its business. So it's an important period to look at and see if that's paying off. It's all about travel and hospitality now, baby. Let's start with the big picture. Pursuit's balance sheet tells a story of shifting sands. They had almost 50 million in cash at the end of last year, but now it's down to 22 million. It seems they are spending a lot of money, but they have a plan, so keep watching. What's interesting? Well, prepaid insurance shot up from under 1 million to over 10 million in a few months. That's a huge increase that suggests they are planning something, maybe future expansion. On the liability side, contract liabilities nearly doubled, jumping from 12 million to over 10 million in a few months. That's a huge increase that suggests they are planning something, maybe future expansion. On the liability side, contract liabilities nearly doubled, jumping from $12 million to over 22 million in a few months. That's a huge increase that suggests they are planning something, maybe future expansion. On the liability side, contract liabilities nearly doubled, jumping from 12 million to after that, and this is a good thing because that means they are expecting a busy season. Diving deeper into the numbers, we see accounts receivable net increase slightly. They had 9.2 million last year and have 10.7 million now. This means that it is taking longer to get paid, but at least it shows they are selling more. On the other hand, inventories also increased a bit, nothing drastic, but it tells us they are prepared for some volume. Now let's peek at the money coming in and going out. Ticket, rooms, transportation, and other services revenue are pretty much flat, with just a small increase to 29.7 million. So all this is roughly equal to the same time last year. What about profitability? Here is something big to look out for. They have a huge spike in selling, general, and administrative expenses. This is up to $17 million from under 13 million, a massive jump of 33.7%. Why did their expenses go up so much? There is a one-time charge under restructuring charges to make sure that the business is better organized and runs better. This is pretty small, so it doesn't impact our understanding of them much. Finally, what everyone cares about, the bottom line. Net loss is at $32,052,000. That is down from $26,243,000 last year, so it seems that their profitability is suffering at the moment. Let's quickly peek at the comprehensive loss statement. We can see a very similar situation to the statement of operations. In general, all of their numbers are negative or not that great, so they should improve these numbers by next quarter. One thing that needs a mention is unrealized foreign currency translation adjustments, which basically means they lost a good amount of money because of currency exchange rates. Now let's see how Pursuit is managing its cash flow. The most notable event is a big reduction in cash to layup cash used in operating activities attributable to continuing operations is at 24,405, which is down but not too different from last year. Basically, running their operations has a negative impact on their cash. What about the things they own? They had big cuts to capital expenditures. This means they are spending less money investing in maintaining their existing property and building new ones than last year. Is this good or bad? Depends if it was a temporary measure or not. The cash flow statement also mentions proceeds from borrowings, which is at 8.9 million. This is probably to offset the capital expenditure difference and is a sign that they are still running business as usual, even if their cash has decreased quite a bit. Finally, let's quickly check their balance March 31, 2025 and see the results. After doing all the things mentioned, the company cash is down almost 30 million. As we said, they are spending a lot of money. Let's dig into the fine print. Their basis of presentation note mentions this is just an overview, so we need to see their previous statements for a complete picture. But it seems that nothing will surprise us as we already have seen their complete picture. They sold a big portion of the business and now focus on a few key items and it needs some work. The note on discontinued operations is a big deal. The GS business was a huge part of their operation, Exhibition Spiro, and selling it changes everything. They made over $3 million on income last year from just this discontinued operation, so they need to be extra careful to offset it this year and moving forward. There are some employee benefit plans which seem to mean share-based compensation, which is a form of paying employees, and it seems that the trend and amount for that is normal and expected. Here is something interesting. We see they bought the Jasper Skytram. Their operating licenses for the Skytram seem to last for about 27 years, which is cool. However, the trade name is much smaller, 5 years, but not a big deal. Alright, all that said and done. So what do we think about Pursuit's 2SID? Here's my take. Pursuit sold off a major segment, so there is a big shift happening in the background, and that shows in every financial metric. A lot of the important metrics are negative, and profitability has suffered, so they need to start becoming profitable again fast, but the situation is not dire, so they are probably doing just fine. What do you think of Pursuit and these numbers? Leave a comment below. If you found this analysis helpful, hit that like button and definitely subscribe. Also join the Discord community in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.